So we now have the second gameplay trailer for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and what a great trailer it was. The final part of it, probably the most controversial part. I wasn't too impressed to hear it myself, but let's not let that overshadow the incredible trailer. I said going into this, give me Windu versus Palpatine or Yoda versus Palpatine and I'll be happy, and we got one of them, which is fantastic. Now the 2022 release date, spring as well, which is the cliche part about it, is very unfortunate. The fact that it's a release window as well and not a specific release date is what's really interesting. I've been saying for months and months that they can't talk about this game again at an event or just in general really without giving us a concrete release date. I was fine, I even made a poll yesterday, I was fine with them giving us a release date in 2022. I think it's just the fact that we still don't have that concrete release date. We were building up to it in the chat when we were live streaming this. The screen went dark and we knew any minute they were going to come up with what we hoped was the release date, and there it was, spring 2022. Look, the more time they need to get this game done, I suppose the better. Even though it means we have to keep waiting, it's going to be the best it can possibly be. It's just unfortunate we're back to release windows, not even a release date, and gone is the fall/winter hopes of this year. I think for me what was the most interesting part of the trailer, and I said this as soon as it happened, that I think this is going to get everybody talking, and that's the galaxy map. This is really in depth compared to what we've seen before. We see a whole selection here of the planets from every Star Wars trilogy. There's a few planets in question on the map, which I'm guessing will be for those harder levels like Exegol for example. That's a bit of a mystery, they don't know where it is in the movie. That may carry over now to the game, but the map is absolutely fantastic. There's a few other tiles on there as well, and it says currently they're on Dagobah and they're looking at Geonosis and they're in the western reaches, so they're really going all out here with even names of parts of the galaxy. Voice acting was very interesting. I remember the Luke on Crate, I wasn't over keen, but this just makes me more hopeful that we're going to have that Mumbles option for players like me. It's not a big deal, once again, these are just the few things I suppose I took from the trailer that I can remember at this point. A lot of it right now is still just a lot of images that I'm going to have to properly sit through and break down and understand. So many new confirmed characters. It was only a 2-minute trailer at the end of it, and I didn't think actually it showed as much as the trailer we got last year. Obviously with that one being longer as well, I think there was much more to show in general with the trailer last year. But with this one, although it was short, I do feel it did its job. It wasn't as big as the one last year, and the reason I keep saying that is because obviously this was being marketed as one of the big things at Gamescom this year, and I was expecting a little more, like maybe even seeing what some of the other games got in the show, some raw gameplay, which we unfortunately didn't get. But it's not to take away from a fantastic trailer nonetheless, and it really does look like with the Yoda versus Palpatine for example that they're going to be executing some levels that fans like myself had hoped for and they've never actually tried before. I suppose for now though, it's another game of waiting for next year. For no concrete release date, it's really back to speculating that spring period and when this means it can come out. So at the end of it though, just seeing the game like this and seeing everything come together is so nice. It does beg the question, there's a lot of developers leaving right now, and we thought when this news was confirmed actually last week for Gamescom, they're leaving because the game's complete. Is that really the case now? If the game isn't out until next year, what is the situation? Maybe we'll get a bit more news here and there, like some new website updates or posts about the character packs like that, we just don't know. So hopefully we're going to get some more stuff like that. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully we've got a lot more LEGO Star Wars to cover through the week, so I'll see you all in the next one.